Hello guys and welcome back to Business Made Simple. My name is Ryan, and if you're new to this channel is to support sustainability and growth of businesses. Now, we've touched on a few areas of sales. We're currently in Exploring Sales as a playlist. We're looking through and exploring different aspects of sales, and we're touching on every key point of sales to ensure that you're meeting and achieving that successful closure and a successful sale. Now today we're going to divulge into it a bit more deeper about building relationships and just really creating that good solid foundation with the customer. Now, we've touched on previously about creating trust with a customer. Now, we've touched on about how to ensure that customer trusts you and kind of instill that trust into a customer. Bring that trust level really high throughout the sale. That includes obviously empathy, listening, and all them key areas of the emotion aspects, which we discussed in the previous video. There's more to it. Now, when building a relationship with a customer, the biggest element is about trust and really listen to that customer. Yes, and that's absolutely paramount. That's pivotal. You ensure you achieve that with that customer. Building relationships is also about what people say. Bear with me. So when you build a relationship with a customer, currently a customer is going to have initially some sort of expectation of when they're coming to purchase something from you. Like an expectation, a bit of a kind of prejudged conception of what they're going to get from you. Now it's your opportunity in that first word or that first greeting to start that build of that relationship. So the minute they come to you, you shake their hand, or the way you greet them, or your mannerisms when they first see you. Building a relationship is the ongoing process. So throughout the first initially conversation, rather than you show that emotion, you show that understanding and you listen, building a relationship is a lot more than that, especially with customers and consumers and different people you speak to, depending on who it is. You have to kind of adapt that building style to who you're kind of selling to and what you're selling. So when building a relationship with a customer, it's an ongoing process. Now, I've never discussed this in the sales sort of pitch at the moment, so I am going to now. Building a relationship and getting that trust and instilling that customer and building that sort of foundation to work from, it is a lot about what you do during, the beginning, and the end, and after the end, after the closure. So initially, there's a kind of a big step process to having a good relationship with the customer. Now, I'm going to speak from experience here. I have a lot of good relationships with a lot of customers and a lot of people, okay? The reason I've built that relationship is because they trust me, okay? And because it takes a lot of time to build a solid relationship. A relationship is not built straight away with a customer or consumer. A relationship is built based on a longevity of knowing that particular customer or person. Now, if you start a solid foundation or a solid good relationship from the off, so your mannerisms are there and you're discussing and you're selling a great product and so forth, that's great. Now, what do you do after that? Say, for example, this shouldn't be your kind of first point and this shouldn't be something you think about and this shouldn't be your mindset, but man, you don't close that sale, okay? You're not going to close every sale, okay? It's not every sale is going to be closed. There's a 99% chance you're going to use emotion and use what I've kind of discussed previously. There's going to be 99% chance of that, and that's absolutely excellent. And that should ensure you putting 99% or 100% success rate. But sometimes you don't. Now, not every loss and not every sale that isn't created it's not failure. You're not a failure. But I still think you should look after that customer and build a relationship with them. They've spoke to you, they've learned about the product, they've created emotion, you've got it there. Brilliant. All boxes ticked. Brilliant. You've done everything you can, okay? You should continue that relationship and build that relationship further. Do a follow-up call. Hello, our meeting was great today. Just check in if you have any extra thoughts, anything you want to discuss, get feedback. People like speaking about their own personal experiences. That's what they thrive off that initially, to be fair. People like speaking about themselves and people like speaking about their experiences. People like discussing things with you. Of course they do. It's just human nature to do that. They like to relive a moment in a sense. People love reliving a moment. Like initially, if you're a person, you walk past something that reminds you of your childhood, that nostalgia is there and you love discussing it. God, I just went on the shop today and I smelled something that reminded me of when I was a child. People like nostalgia and people like remembering their childhood. So when you're building a relationship and you catch up with that particular person, they're going to want to provide feedback. They want to kind of go away and think about it in a sense. Some people will, some people won't. So there you are, continuing to build that relationship. Catch up with them maybe once, twice a week, or once a week, depending on the topic. Because you'll kind of judge that when you're having the conversation, when you catch up with them. But that relationship will start building. That relationship will continue. That relationship will then become a solid relationship to work from. The trust kind of comes in there as well. The emotions continue. You kind of, in essence, create a friendship with your customer or consumer. You become friends. Business and friendship is a very fine line, and I fully condone that. I fully appreciate that. Within business is business, friendship is friendship. But with customers, you sometimes do cross that line, do kind of have that friendship and you build that relationship. It's not exactly a bad thing because you're building a relationship, which is excellent. That's one way to continue a kind of building a relationship with someone. If you close the sale, still catch up with them. Still, thanks for buying my product today. Any problems, just give me a call. Keep that window open. That's building a relationship. That's continuing and building a relationship. That's providing good after-sales service. Now, I'll go into more detail about after-sales in future videos, but that's a part of building a relationship. What you do after the sale, how you look after that customer after the sale. So you can create a solid foundation from the start, middle and end, but you need to hit all them key points to build that solid relationship. They're going to kind of recommend you in a sense because of how good you've been about the product. They're going to tell people. They looked at the statistics of people who tell about bad reviews and good reviews. You've looked at that, another video. But you've got to provide a good solid kind of platform throughout the whole sale from the start to the middle to the end. If you don't look after a customer in any of them aspects, you're not going to build that relationship. You're not going to network in a sense. You're not going to meet new people. You're not going to have new potential sales, etc., etc. So building relationships is absolutely paramount. But you've got to, what I'm trying to say is what you've got to do is you've got to look after them from the start, the middle, and the end. It's pivotal. You look after them at all the points. Or the sale, what was it worth? Networking and building a relationship with someone is absolutely paramount to future business and future sales and future opportunities. So what I need you to get from today is about building a relationship. What I need you to get is you need to look after the customer from the start, the middle and the end. They need to trust you all the way through, as I discussed in that trust level. That trust level needs to be as high as it possibly can through the whole sale process, through the whole after sales process, through the beginning. They need to trust you straight away. And people sometimes say that might be slightly impossible for someone to trust straight away. Not necessarily. With emotions and discussing and saying the right thing and selling an excellent product, they're going to trust you. You know your knowledge is there, your empathy is there. You can kind of get someone to trust you straight away. But remember, after sales and looking after them after the product is absolutely paramount to maintaining that sort of relationship and bringing that new potential business in. So what I need you to take away from today is 3 things. 1, build a relationship from the start. Set a precedent of how you're going to be through the middle and the end. Start off right. Through the middle, provide emotion. Look after that customer, reassure them, ensure they trust you. 3, after you've sold the product or if you haven't sold the product, still keep that window open of if you need anything, I'm here. There's the emotion. There's the trust. If you need anything, I'm here. Here's my contact details. Contact me anytime. And there is a 4th actually. 4th, follow up. Ensure that you're there for them. Check how they are. Follow up with the sale. Keep that good experience going. Keep that relationship building. Take them 4 things away from you today and try them. And please put in the comments below whether you tried it with a new potential customer or new opportunity and how did it go. Let me know and give me that feedback. I need to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your experiences with trying these tips or tricks. I really want to hear whether they work and if they don't, because it's good feedback for it. It's building me and it's building you. I can provide you better videos knowing what works. I can kind of give you new sort of ways of working things, etc., etc. We can work together. Here at Business Made Simple, I'm here to support you as much as you're here to help me build. We can look after each other. Thanks for watching today, guys. Please like, subscribe, and put in the comments down below a bit of feedback for me. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for your amazing support. I want to put that out there. For the past 2 videos, the past 2-3 videos. Your support has been tremendous, and I don't want to say how much. I want to say how much I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and take care.